guys, welcome back. I decided to film a really easy kind of everyday glam makeup tutorial for y'all today. The lighting gets a little bit weird at some points, but just bear with me. I'm still trying to figure this camera out. But this is the look that I created. If you guys want to see how I did it, then please keep watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Okay, so to start with, I've already primed my face using my moisturizer, and then I'm just going to go in with my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. And I'm using my Sigma Flat Top F80 Kabuki brush. I really didn't want to buy this brush because I was like, there's so much hype around it. I really like my Real Techniques brush, but man, I caved, and I can see why everyone is obsessed with it. So if you haven't tried it already, then I would definitely try it. And now for concealer, I'm going to be using a combination of my MAC Prolongwear concealer in W20 and my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And to apply that, I'm just going to use a damp beauty blender. And I just kind of start in the corner of my eye and apply it kind of in a little triangle shape like that, and all over my eyelid as well. This is the Prolongwear concealer. Just to do a little bit of highlighting, but mainly just to cover up those horrendous dark circles, because college students never sleep, so Prolongwear concealer, as I always tell everyone at the counter, is like 8 hours of sleep in a bottle. Okay, and then to just kind of further highlight, I'm just going to put a little bit of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer on top of that. Okay, so now to set that, I'm just going to take my MAC Pro Powder in Emphasize, which is very well loved, if you can see that. I've definitely for sure hit pan. Mixed with, I believe this one is Accentuate Light Sweep. I'm gonna mix the two of those together because I don't want something like super white, but I do like that these are a little bit kind of have like a pearl finish to them, so they reflect light off of your under eye. Now, as far as contouring and blush and all that stuff, I'm going to come back to the end because I kind of want to let the foundation sink into my skin a little bit more. So now let's just go ahead and move on to eyes. Okay, now excuse the excess glue on my lashes. I use this new Duo glue, the one that comes with a little brush applicator, and it literally will not come off of my lashes. I don't know, it's very strange. I've tried very hard. I've taken 2 showers, washed my face about 8 times since then, eye bake, remover, everything. It will not come off. So I guess that's a good sign if you want your lashes to stay on for like 5,000 years, but eh. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with MAC Soft Brown, this color right here, on a big fluffy brush. Any fluffy brush will work. This one is a 224 from MAC. And we are just going to softly blend this kind of above the crease, like that. So you get that really pretty color when you you can just see it right above your eye. That's kind of what you want. You just want it to be really soft. That's why you use fluffy brushes like this. Okay, so now we have that color down, and now we're going to go in with a smaller brush, like a MAC 217, this little guy right here, and we are going to take a slightly darker, warmer shade, like Saddle or Texture. Either one would work. If you don't want anything as warm as those, then I would go in with something like Cork. But I'm kind of feeling like making a really warm eye today, so let's go for Saddle. And just get it right on the tip of your brush like that. And then we're just gonna go right beneath where we put the soft brown, so right into the crease. And see where I'm putting that brush, just kind of placing in the crease where the bristles kind of fade on either side. It's just gonna blend it for you. So let the brush do all the work. And see, I'm just going back and forth. We're really concentrating the color on that outer corner and sweeping it forward like that. Okay, so you see now we have that little bit of extra depth there right in the crease. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Espresso right here. Okay, so this, definitely just concentrate on like the outer third, but you want to also sweep it where you put that saddle color. This is the point where you definitely want to get a clean brush, or you can use the big fluffy brush that we already used. But I'm going to take a clean one and just run it over the top. Make sure everything blends well with the warmer shades that we used. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows real quick because I feel super naked without them. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Brow Wiz in Medium Ash, even though the name has completely rubbed off. Does that happen to anyone else? My Brow Wiz that I got from Sephora, the writing never rubbed off and I've had it the longest, but the two I got from Ulta, like, I don't know, very strange. And if you guys haven't used this already, it is the greatest thing to ever happen to brows. It has a little skinny pencil on this end and then a little spoolie, and it is just, oh my gosh, it's the best. So I'm just gonna brush through my brows first. They're looking a little rough today, so they're gonna need a little extra love. And I like to start from the bottom right here and kind of just draw a little line, because I'm one of those people that if I don't, I will just completely mess up my brows. And then I kind of just feather the pencil up. I'm using a very light hand right now because I don't want the front of my brows to be like as harsh as the tail. And then I'm just gonna follow the natural shape of my brows. And at this front part, I'm gonna take the spoolie and just kind of blend it all in. Alright, so now, I actually don't usually set my brows with like a brow gel, but MAC just came out with one that I'm obsessed with. It's the Prolongwear Waterproof Brow Set. And this one is in the color Quiet Brunette, and I am obsessed with this stuff. I tried it for the first time a few days ago, and I went to wash my face, and it literally was like a struggle to get my brows off. So, especially in Alabama where it is very, very humid in the summertime, this is going to be my new best friend. So I'm just gonna run this over my brows, and I took some of it off of my hand because I already have color to my brows. I don't want to make them too dark, but this formula is great. So now we're gonna move on to eyeliner. Now I'm gonna do a winged gel liner just because that's my personal preference. For a look like this, you know, since we've already done the shadow and whatever, you could just do like a smudged out kohl liner along the lash line. Whatever you feel comfortable with, no eyeliner. You know, this is a really versatile look, so anything that you feel comfortable with, but I'm gonna do some gel liner. So I'm just using a little MAC 210 brush and the MAC Chromaline in Black. Okay, so I'm just gonna start on the inner corner. Okay, so now that I've lined the whole eye, just like a regular line, we're going to go back into the liner, and we're just going to imagine that our lower lash line is continuing upwards, so that it's just going right up there. So just take your brush like that and draw a little line. See how it looks like the lower lash line is continuing? So you have your line then, and then you're just going to take your brush and you want to pull it back on itself. You don't want to try to come from this line and connect it to the point, because then it's just going to be too thick up there. So take your brush and focus. And pull it back on itself and connect it to the other line that we made. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the bottom of the eyes, and I'm going to start by lining my waterline with a nude pencil. This one is by NARS. It's the larger than life longwear eyeliner in the color Rue Bonaparte, I believe. So just pop that on the waterline. Now for the lower lash line, we're going to go in with the color Cork by MAC, this color right here. It's really pretty neutral, a little bit more on the warm side brown in comparison. Like this is saddle that we used earlier, so this one's a lot more cool toned. And we're just going to take that on a 239 brush. Little flat shader brush, but it's kind of fluffy. It's fluffier than most other shader brushes, so this is like the perfect brush for under the lower lash line. So we're just going to start working that back and forth, if I will get in frame. I love this color for the lower lash line and in the crease. I just love this eyeshadow. I think it's really great. It's one of those ones that's really versatile. Okay, so now we're going to go with mascara. And for the top lash line, I'm going to be using the Benefit Bad Gal Lash. I've been loving this. I know this is kind of an older mascara, but I got one of the like 500 point perks at Sephora, and this came in it. And I used to have this a long time ago in like middle school or high school. And I just decided, why not? Let's try it again. And I love it. The brush is, look at that. It's literally the size of my eye, but it is a great mascara. It's one that you can build really easily. You know, it doesn't get like crunchy and hard right away. Okay. So now for the lower lash line, I'm just going to use MAC's Extended Play Gigablack Mascara. Okay, so now we're going to bring a little bit of light to the eyes since we used all matte colors, nothing reflective. We've already done the, you know, brightening in the waterline, but I want to add something a little shiny on the inner corner. For that, we're going to be using Lou-Manizer by the Balm. And for that, we're going to use my favorite little underrated brush that I think everyone should own. Well, I mean, if you're a crazy makeup hoarder like me. And this is the MAC 228 brush, and it is just tiny, and this is what I use it for, highlighting the inner corner and the brow bone. Sometimes I use it even for my eyelid, because I have such small eyelids, so this works really well, but yeah, it's a great little brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that right there on the inner corner. Ooh, gorgeous. Okay, so first we're going to start by just bronzing up our complexion. We're not going to do any contouring yet. And for that, I'm just going to use one of my old MAC bronzers. This is the Prolongwear bronzing powder in Sun Dipped. You can use any bronzer you want. This is just the one that I have on hand, and yeah. And I'm going to use the ginormous MAC 134 brush. Now we're going to go in and contour a little bit. And for that, I'm going to use my very well-loved NYX Blush in Taupe. And for that, I'm just going to use my little 109 brush, which is perfect for contouring. So I'm just going to take some of that and place it in the hollows of my cheekbones. And in little circular motions, blend it up. There we go. Little circular motions, just buffing it in. Don't be afraid to blend. You're not going to blend it away, and if you do, you can always add more, but just start out with a little bit and really blend it in. I think we're going to go in with the Becca Mineral Blush in Wild Honey. This is just a really pretty, kind of more bronzy, peachy color, but still really natural. I kind of want to play off that bronzer that we already put on and just make it seem really like summery and pretty. Okay, so now for a highlighter, I'm kind of in a Becca mood today. We're going to go in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Moonstone. And then we're just going to place this on the top of our cheekbones, right here. Actually, I'm going to switch to a brush. I'm going to use this little MAC 132 brush. This is a new one, and I love it. Oh God, that's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, what do you guys think? Oh man, I'm in love. Like, how can you not love, oh man. Yes, I look like a disco ball, but does it make me happy? Absolutely. Okay, now to finish off with the lips, I'm going to use my YSL lipstick in number 9 Nude and Private. This is the Shine range formula, whichever it is. I'm not really a fan of the like nude colors, so this is a really pretty one. Kind of like a Your Lips but better color. Oh, and they smell so good. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I really enjoyed creating it for you, and please like and comment down below and subscribe. Okay, see you next time. Bye. I'm using the Embryollise Lait Creme We're just gonna roll with it. Snapchat. Just Taylor. Blendy, 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 blendy. Oh. Oh, you even see that? Okay, so just continue to blend like a blender. I need help. Where's the lip?